Hey guys, welcome back to Eric Reacts with Season 2, Episode 2 of Game of Thrones. This one's called The Nightlands. And yeah, a lot of things happened last episode. It feels like it's a slow crescendo again. Really excited to see what happens with Robb and Renly. They might form an alliance so that... if I was Renly, I would take that deal in a heartbeat. They work together to maybe take over King's Landing for Renly and then have Robb be the King of the North. And there's a lot of inner turmoil between the Lannisters. Tyrion is now the Hand. Cersei's not happy about that. She's not happy about Joffrey supposedly getting out of her control, basically. And yeah, a lot of different things happening. Joffrey sent a bunch of people, a bunch of the city guard to go after King Baratheon's bastards. So that's a big deal too, because they're gonna find Gendry, and they might recognize Arya if she's not lucky. So we'll have to see. I'm excited to continue. Let's get started. I wonder if she'll run into Nymeria when she gets closer to the north.
Lauren said none of us were to go near those three.
Don't scare me.
When you're stupid. Scare me.
I don't think anything scares Arya, which is not a... They're here already?
The gold clerks doing so far from King's Landing. They're looking for me.
No. No, they're not.
It's a funny thing. People worry so much about their throats that they forget about what's down low.
Yo.
Now,
Yoren is protecting Arya. They don't know that...
We're looking for a boy named Gendry. He carries a bull's head helmet.
Oh.
Anyone turning him over will earn the king's reward. We'll be back with more men.
Oh no.
Taking your head.
People are gonna look to turn him over. Tyrion, always whistling, always happy. Always very smart, though.
Welcome to King's Landing, my dear. This city is made bright by your presence.
Aww.
We have a council meeting, my lord.
Varys. It's threatening.
Threats.
Yeah.
Who threatened you?
From this time until the end of time, we are not part of your realm, but a free and independent kingdom of the North.
Ooh.
He has more spirit than his father, I'll give him that.
Perfected the art of tearing up papers.
Stop looking, you're gonna get...
Seems a bit greedy for one man to have so many wives. Wouldn't 2 or 3 be enough for him?
We were having a serious. We were wrestling together from the time we were 6 years old.
What?
And then
6?
We got older, wrestling
Oh. They meant actual wrestling.
changed.
Whoa. Ghosts. Down, boy.
No. Ghost? No.
They're having a moment right here.
You're very brave.
No. Not at all, but... He's like, what? Yes, I am. Mm-hmm.
We have to take him with us when we leave.
What?
Who's gonna deliver a baby? You?
Could try.
What?
I could try. Oh, so bright. This is what heat stroke is like. His lips look really dry, so looks like they haven't had much water. Plus, they didn't have lip balm back then. My lips feel dry. I want to use lip balm. Wait, no rider? Oh, they came back with. Is that the guy's head? Oh, man. Ow.
The gold clerks. They killed her baby.
Ah, yes.
Oh.
Was poorly handled. She cried. Often. I asked her why, but
Are you gonna threaten her?
we didn't have the kind of rapport that you and I have. This one wasn't making me any money. I hate bad investments. Really, I do. He offered me a tremendous amount of money to let him transform this lovely, sad girl, to use her in ways that never occurred to most men. see you tomorrow. And you'll be happy.
That kind of emotional labor is ridiculous. Oh, man. You work for a monster, Roz.
I'm sure you're getting used to fine dinners now that you're a lord.
Maybe I'll hire this cook of yours.
Wars have been started for less. When your men slaughtered Ned Stark's men in the throne room, did you give the order?
The man was a traitor. He tried to buy my loyalty.
A fool. He had no idea you were already bought.
Ooh.
You drunk? Not have my honor questioned by an imp?
I'm not questioning your honor, Lord Janus. I'm denying its existence.
Oh.
I'll stand here and
From there, I'm afraid it's rather a long walk to Castle Black. I hope you enjoy the wall. I found it surprisingly beautiful.
Wow.
In a brutal, horribly uncomfortable sort of way.
Lads will escort you.
Two men fighting isn't a battle.
They had armor on.
So?
So, if they got armor on, it's a battle.
No, it isn't.
I was a dyer's apprentice now about battles anyway.
How do you know he was a knight?
Well, because he's got armor on.
You don't have to be a knight to have armor. Any idiot can buy armor.
How do you know?
Because I sold armor.
Because I sold armor. Oh, man.
Yeah, you shouldn't insult people that are bigger than you.
No one gets to insult anyone.
Well, I don't care what any of them want. Did you kill someone, or is it just because you're a girl?
Ooh.
I'm not a girl.
Yes.
I'm not a boy, I'm a
You ain't
girl.
as stupid as the rest of them.
I'm not a girl, I'm a boy.
Watch doesn't take girls. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's true. All that about cocks, I should never have said.
Aw.
I've been pissing in front of you and everything.
Aw.
I should be calling you Milady.
Do not call me Milady.
As Milady commands. That's ladylike.
Wow.
I'll find your horse.
Less of a triumphant return home than you'd imagined.
You don't know what you're like. Maybe you need someone to teach you.
Wow, that counts as flirting?
Did you pay the iron price for it, or the gold? I asked a question. Did you pull it from the neck of a corpse you made, or did you buy it to match your fine clothes? My fears have come true. Starks have made you theirs.
My blood is salt and iron.
Yet the Stark boy sends you to me like a trained raven, clutching his message.
The offer he makes is one I proposed. He told you to wait outside. How did you get past the guards?
Anything with a cock is easy to fool.
Oh.
Yara?
So good to see you, brother.
Oh.
This is a homecoming I'll tell my grandchildren about.
Ugh. He felt up his sister. How fun is that?
She can't lead an attack.
And why not?
You're a woman!
We're not attacking King's Landing so that you can rape the Queen. I'm not going to rape her. I'm going to fuck her. As if she would just let you. You don't know how persuasive I am. I never tried to fuck you.
Wow.
Stannis is the...
That guy's is Davos' son? He's scared.
You want me to have a god? Fine. King Stannis is my god. He raised me up and blessed me with his trust. He gave you a future I could never have imagined. You know, at Reed, you'll be a knight someday. You think a fire god commanded all that? It was Stannis. Only Stannis.
Stannis is my king, but he's only a man.
Don't tell him that.
And your gold-plated thugs just gave them their rallying cry. The Queen slaughters babies. It wasn't you who gave the order, was it?
Oh.
Joffrey didn't tell you.
You've never taken it seriously. You haven't. Jamie hasn't. It's all fallen on me.
As has Jaime repeatedly, according to Stannis Baratheon.
Wow, Tyrion.
None of your jokes will ever match the first one, will they?
His birth?
You remember.
Is that what she's saying?
Now they're gone. For the sake of you. This
No bigger joke in the world than that.
That's the typical brother-sister banter I've always wanted. I'm an only child. This is what I missed. That's symbolic. He just fucked his men to death. Another son he's gonna kill. Man, this guy's the worst. So many ways. Oh, damn. Is it too late? Oh, it's not too late. Wait. Wait, was that a White Walker? Oh, damn. That was a short episode. Another good episode, guys. Gendry and Arya are now in it together. The Crown is looking for both of them. They'll probably have to have each other's back going forward. Everybody loves teasing Arya, the poor thing. First, Gendry was like, you shouldn't insult people bigger than you. And Arya was like, but then I wouldn't get to insult anyone. What an amazing line. And then he was just like, of course I won't call you milady. Milady? And smiling when she stomps off in a huff. Also, it's really great that originally she was just like, I'm not a boy, I'm a girl. And now it's the other way around. I think they're probably setting that up the entire time. Varys tries to intimidate Tyrion by meeting with Shay. That doesn't seem like a great first move. I feel like the two of them are two of the most level-headed people in a position of power in the kingdom, and yet they antagonize each other. I feel like they could work well together instead. Tyrion then headed to the small council. No one believes the trouble in the north are real. I wonder how long that will last. The White Walkers have been been awake for a while now. Tyrion might actually be one of the most knowledgeable men in the entire kingdom. He's not a bad choice for a hand at all. Daenerys' situation just keeps getting worse and worse. The people she's sent to the east might all be dead. Drogo's brother, I'm guessing, is dead. It seems like the more she struggles, the more likely it is that someone will sell her out. I hope it's not the wife of the guy who had his head cut off, though. That would be really sucky. Theon Greyjoy's back home, and the first thing he does is feel up his sister. Aw, how sweet. They'll speak about this to their grandchildren one day. I love the talk about whether you pay the iron price or the gold price for things. It's such a cool way to show how the Greyjoys value earning things yourself versus buying them. Balon Greyjoy obviously hasn't gotten over Ned Stark defeating him in battle, so yeah, I think Theon at this point was more loyal than I imagined, but it'll be interesting to see if Balon will try to turn him, or he will try to turn him, but how successful he'll be trying to turn him. And of course, we have Littlefinger peeping through holes in the wall at his brothel. Like, how creepy can he get? I guess he wants to keep tabs on whether or not the clients are satisfied, but that's going a little far. Roz is having a hard time after seeing the baby killed in front of her. And Littlefinger has zero compassion. The people who work for him are just tools to him. If they're not useful to him, he sheds them. I cannot wait for someone to get him. I hope it's one of the Starks. Just get revenge for Ned as well. Tyrion's interaction with Janos was really interesting. I think Tyrion rooting Janos out was definitely about keeping himself safe, as he said. Like, after all, he and Cersei do not get along well. But he puts Bronn in to replace Janos, and sure, Bronn is somewhat loyal to him, but I think Bronn would turn on him for the right price. I guess having that agreement in place where Tyrion said he'll pay double for any attempt on his life plays to his advantage. Bronn will always come to him first, so that'll keep him safe, I guess. The interesting thing is Janos pretended to be on Ned's side, and I could make an argument saying that he is the reason Ned is dead now. And if he's really heading up to the wall, I don't know if he'll try to escape somehow. He's going to run into Jon Snow at some point, right? I looked at the lore episode, check that out if you haven't already, and there are 3 locations left where the Night's Watch gather, and I don't know if Janos is heading to Castle Black or not. But if he is, yeah, he's gonna run into Jon Snow. He's gonna have to find out. He's gonna have to hope Jon doesn't find out about his role in Ned's death, or Jon will probably kill him somehow. Anyway, Tyrion's confrontation with Cersei was next level. She's not being rational at all about her mother's death. Blaming Tyrion for it, he was a newborn. If I had to guess, their mother was very kind and loving, capable of giving the Lannister children the love and attention they could never get from Tywin. And losing that made Cersei extremely bitter, especially since she seems to have more expectations put on her than the other children. And being mad at Tyrion for her mother's death is just her finding an outlet for her anger. So Davos is recruiting a pirate on behalf of Stannis. I think Stannis might wind up with a stronger army than I anticipated at the end of last episode. It seems like less people have reservations about Stannis than I originally thought. And of course, I got to talk about Melisandre. She's making a grab for power, trying to give a son to Stannis. Apparently, Stannis' wife is barren and crazy. Anyway, so let's talk about the north of the wall. Sam tries to help the young pregnant girl, Gilly, I believe her name is, or Gilly, right? Is there really nothing to do in this situation? Like, taking them further north wouldn't be good. Jor doesn't want to betray Craster for whatever reason. I guess he's a spy for them in the north, or he gives information at least. I don't know what to do in this situation. What would you do? Would you, I don't know, assassinate Craster without anyone else knowing and bring all the women south of the wall? Would they even allow people south of the wall? Because they count as wildlings. But yeah, Jon follows Craster with a newborn son at the end. My guess at the end of last episode about Craster trading off his sons to the wildlings in exchange for the protection was wrong. It was almost right. He's actually trading his sons to the White Walkers in exchange for protection. I was so surprised when I saw that. I don't know how he wound up negotiating that deal with the White Walkers. Apparently, I guess the White Walkers can speak the common tongue. But that is about the most selfish thing I can imagine. Like, trading away your sons, the children of your freaking daughters, so that you can continue raping your daughters in peace. And meanwhile, the sons bolster the ranks of the White Walkers and help doom the rest of the human race. Good job, Craster. And this seems to be a pretty long-standing relationship, which means the White Walkers have been back for a while now. Maybe even, I don't know about decades, but it's been a while. Slowly building up their army. And the South really has no idea. But yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with Jon. Best case scenario, Craster drags Jon back to Jor and there will be hell to pay for it. But there are some other worst case scenarios where maybe he just keeps Jon locked up somewhere, tortures him, whatever. I only hope Craster somehow winds up dead and some of the Night's Watch gets sent back to the wall to free the women southwards. For this episode, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 6 direwolves. It's really interesting, and I'm very excited to find out what happens next. So stick around, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, friends.